Hello, hello everybody. Welcome to my channel. Renzo here. Hello, Rob Sasso. Hello, hey Liu. Hello, Jonas. Okay. Uh, you'll know that you will find the link to the image in the description box. Okay. Let's begin painting. Just moving the image here on my screen. Just 1 minute. Okay. The colors I have are titanium white, chrome yellow, camion orange, camion red, permanent alizarin crimson, cobalt blue, and ivy black. Okay. Hello Ronier. Hello Nahid. Hello Exploring History. Okay, I'm gonna start just with a simple sketch. I'm gonna mix black, camion red, and yellow. Okay, just a little bit of paint. Let's see. Here's gonna be the hat, kind of around here. I was trying to simplify. When I say this area, basically what I say is two portions, this and this. Okay. Now for the face, it looks like something like this. Yeah. Now the center line. Okay. So many times I use my brush, just put the brush on top of the photograph and just move it to my canvas. And I see how tilted is the face. Okay. Now the other thing I gotta see if I can split the face in three portions. That would be 1, 2, 3. Okay, use this first line is for the eyebrows, the second one is for the nose, and the third one is for the chin. Now the face is tilted, okay, forward a little bit. That means that there is some perspective, okay? That means that this distance should be a little bit higher than this one, and this one a little bit higher than this one. Okay, just a little bit, a tiny bit. It's not like there's a lot of perspective here. Okay. Hello Sanjoy, hello Apt. Okay. Now let's draw the position of the eyes. Another measurement is split this in three portions, and usually the eyes are set on top of this line. Not always, okay? You gotta just you can use this measurement, and at the same time you gotta compare with the photograph and see. Sometimes the person has just bigger eyes, smaller eyes, and that's gonna affect this measurement, okay? Nose, and for the mouth we split this in two, and we sit the whole mouth on top of this line. Again, compare with the photograph and double check if this measurement is working. I don't want too much paint, that's why you see just a little bit of paint. And this is just, I have light brush strokes. Okay, what about the hair? The hair is around here. Okay, What I love about this image is the yellow here. Looks like there is something here, a window, a tree, something, you know. That's why we have some irregular shadows on the face, shadows and lights on the face. Right, okay, I think with this is enough. I'm gonna start mixing a couple of colors, one for the lights, and another one for the shadows. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna use one brush first, and let's mix a yellowish orangey color. Okay, I have mixed cadmium yellow, cadmium orange, a touch of white, and I'm gonna knock down this color. I could use black, I could use blue. Let's use a touch of blue. If the color turns a little bit greenish, we add a little bit of red. Okay. Let's see if this color is working. I'm going pretty lightly. I think this color is maybe too dark. But let's see. In order to judge all the colors, at first I need to lay down. I need to kind of kill the canvas, okay? I think it's too dark. More white, a little bit of yellow chrome. Okay, I think this is better. I'm squinting down my eyes and I'm thinking about where is my lightest light. It looks like it's in the forehead. And I gotta pay attention that I'm not gonna make, for example, the light here on the neck as bright as this light, okay? I gotta keep an order. And I mentioned that because this is pretty easy to do when we have a color on the palette and we lay down a brush stroke and we use the same paint and we do this. Okay, the result is we have the same value here, the same brightness, and we're gonna control that. Okay, I'm gonna use a different brush. I'm gonna mix the other color. Okay. Okay, if somebody has a question about materials, anything, just let me know. Okay, I have one value for the light. And squinting down my eyes, okay, in this way we see pretty clear the light and pretty clear the shadow. We're gonna start with 3, 4, 5 values. Okay, or we could start with just 2 values, 2 or 3. It's up to anyone. I'm gonna paint the shadow. I'm gonna use orange and I'm going to knock down this orange with cover blue and a touch of white. Okay, let's see. Okay, I gotta see the difference here on my palette between a lighter color and a darker color. I'm trying to see the same difference that I see on the photograph. And I think I have to make this color a little bit darker. More blue, more orange. I'm trying to get close. Okay, definitely I know that it's not a perfect match. I'm not spending too much time mixing, but obviously if you're working at home, you're gonna spend more time just mixing and trying to match the color as close as possible. Hello, Sharon. Let's see. Okay, now that I'm stepping back, see this color is too strong. I'm gonna just knock down this color a little bit more. Okay, now I separate this brush on my table and I'm gonna use a new brush for the hair. Jonas is asking me, it's one of the few times that I see you use a longer brush. Is there a reason behind it? To be honest, no, it's just, no, I didn't realize about that. No, there is no special reason. I have like a little table here. I have a triangular table. You know, a table that is just looks like a triangle. And I have like 50 brushes on top of here, just below basically my canvas. And 50, at least 50, maybe more. And I just pick up one brush and then the other brush. Okay. It's not like I don't pay a lot of attention. All of them are synthetic brushes. That means that the hair is the same. Just different, not even different models. Usually I use filbert brushes, flat and round. Oh, and this one's like looks like flat brushes, just this angular. You know how it looks like more like a flat brush. Okay, let's mix a darker brown. I'm mixing orange and black and a touch of camel red. Let's see. I need to step back. It doesn't look pretty good right now. That's okay. Okay. A little bit darker. Mixing red and black. Okay, now I need a different brush. I want to paint this area here. A little bit of yellow. Okay. Some pure red here. remember I have a photograph. The photograph is close to my canvas, same size as the painting, and it's pretty easy just to calculate, that here's the top of the head. It's just next to, you know, my painting and the hairline. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's paint some green. Yeah, Jonas is saying, yeah, I see, that's a lot of brushes. Hello, Emma. Yeah, I used to buy a lot of brushes. Every time that I go to the store, that's the. I gotta say that usually when we buy oil paints, they stay for a long time, on my little box here. But about brushes, it's just like try to find new brushes, and I don't know. I don't think like it's just that I need them. It's just like if I don't buy anything, something when I go to an art store, I don't feel right. Okay, it's just like I gotta buy something, even something simple. I don't know why. I mean, it's just like I'm looking for something there, and even when I don't need anything, when let's say that I have gone to the School of Art, and there's a lot of stores close to the School of Art, and then I have gone with some of my friends just to, to any of those stores. I didn't need anything. As soon as I was, there, I was looking for something, anything. I was thinking, what I need, nothing. Okay, let's just buy. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm just gonna buy a tiny brush. I'm gonna look for one that maybe is gonna be pretty useful. Okay, every time that you draw a face, try to think about this, okay? Proportions. That's the first thing. The eyes are a line of this line, and the mouth is the same. Okay, in this position looks like, for me, like the mouth is a little bit tilted. Like the eyes are like this and the mouth is like this. It could be, gravity. When the face moved to one side and is tilted forward, the nose, the skin just fall down a little bit. And that could change, okay, that. Hello, Intisar Hussein, thank you. Hello, Mehmet. Okay, let's continue. Let's paint some green. Need a bigger brush for the background. And let's see, the green's a little bit lighter here, a little bit darker here, represent the shadow. Okay, first let's pick up, let's start with this one. Cobalt blue and a little bit of camel yellow. If you want to knock down green, you use a touch of red. Okay, I think that's okay. Yeah. Like I said, I'm just trying to get close to the colors. It's not like I want a perfect match. I see this and I think, okay, that's kind of pretty easy. Just, cobalt blue and camel yellow. Just that is enough. It's close enough. I'm gonna change that later. Okay, the color is better. Hello, Crisalida. Hello, it's been a long time. How are you? I hope you're doing okay. Okay, here's darker. I'm gonna use a touch of black. That was too much. That was too dark. Okay. Now I can see more clearly. I can compare more clearly. Now I realize that I need more yellow here. You know, it looked pretty yellowish at the beginning. Now it doesn't look that yellowish. Need to make it this more intense. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's paint this area here. Okay, now I need a bigger brush, and let's mix this color here. Crysalid is saying a very interesting painting is the reflection of the face is from the sun or different light source. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know. Looks like yeah, maybe. Okay, just thinking. I think I should have painted this big a little bit bigger. I'm maybe gonna move my camera a little bit closer. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, now this side is lighter. This chrome yellow is pretty intense. Okay, let me see. Need to step back a little bit. Yeah, I think it's okay. Okay, you'll know that you can find a link to the image on the description box. Okay, I need to compare a little bit and stepping back and squinting down my eyes. And I'm moving my camera a little bit closer. Okay, there. That's better. Okay, let me think. Okay, I'm going to add more yellow here, just yellow, white, both. Okay, I'm mixing cadmium yellow, chrome yellow, a little bit of white, and spray here. Okay, I think that's better. Let's say that this is my second layer. And now that I see more of the painting, now I'm gonna be able to get closer with the mixture, okay, with the colors. I'm gonna clean. I'm just going to use a rag, cleaning my brush and mixing again here. Try to have a cleaner yellow. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Now for the shadow, I need to make it more orangey. Here's the color. I'm gonna make it more orangey. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's better. A little bit orangey and darker. Okay. A little bit more. Okay, that's better. Intisar Hussein, hello, OM. Okay, Intisar Hussein saying, sir, I'm trying to take admission online in your respective academy, but my credit card is not accepting. Reason I don't know. Okay, you're trying to get into Patreon. Okay. Wow. So sorry, I don't know how I don't know what to do. Patreon is kind of pretty simple, and it's just not there's not too much that I can do, from my end. It's just like I don't control like anything. It's just somebody pays and then got access to all the recorded videos, and basically just that. I'm turning off some light just to okay, and just that. It's pretty simple. Maybe you can try with a uh, different card, debit card. Uh, Sorry about that. Patreon is pretty simple. Sometimes some people, for some reason, they don't got some access. They don't get some access to. I don't know why. I mean, looks like at the end of the month that usually happens, and it's just I can don't do anything. It's just wait. It's about waiting. Just like the Patreon system update itself and start working again. Just happens of few times. Usually it works pretty good. Okay, now let's see. stepping back, squinting down my eyes. I think I'm closer, yeah, with values, light, how light, and the shadow, how dark is the shadow. Okay, about color, color is something that we can just continue. For example, look at this color and that color. This is for me adding more yellow, okay? More and more and more until I get closer to that. Yeah? But like everybody says, value, okay, is more important. We gotta be sure that we see the difference between light and shadow. Okay, and I know that we are always afraid of shadows, and we don't go that dark on the shadows, but we gotta push ourselves a little bit with the shadows. Okay, we need shadows. We don't have if our shadows are not dark enough, we won't see the light glow. Without shadows we don't see light. Anyway, thank you. uh Thank you in Tisserant, Hussein. Well, Rob Sass is asking me, you still thinking about doing some digital painting? Yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm trying. I'm trying daily. I'm trying to practice. I'm not making any live stream about that, because I did it, but it's kind of I need to feel more secure about the tools and not get used to use so many brushes. And I'm kind of pushing myself to use more brushes on Photoshop. Kind of trying to just paint the same way that I paint with regular oil paints, and uh, I don't know. I think it's not working. My son and my daughter, they are the ones that usually they try to, let's say, teach me a little bit of something there. Like, hey, you gotta use so many layers and all of those things. Okay, let's see. I'm comparing again, stepping back, squinting down my eyes. Yeah, I think in terms of value, yeah, I just something. I should darken up here a little bit more. I should darken up here a little bit more. Yeah. I'm squinting down my eyes, and one thing that I see here, for example, is just this portion. It just glow a lot here. Okay, here, nose, and here. But this is more about white. Okay. What about shadows? I gotta darken up this portion here. Okay. I'm gonna mix black, cadmium red, and alizarin crimson. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit darker. Black and alizarin crimson. Okay, that's better. No, so I need some pure red here. I'm going to have a bristle brush here. I need to find it. This one. I'm gonna use this one as an eraser. Okay. I'm gonna do this. Okay. I'm picking up some paint. I clean the brush. See, it's pretty stiff. Okay, you see, it kind of cleaning the canvas, getting to the canvas. Now I'm gonna use red, pure red here. I need a touch. Here, here. Okay, it's not that intense. I need to make that a little bit lighter. Right, let's see. I just need to maybe add a little bit of white. Okay. Hello, Wolf, Sun. Thank you, Sanjoy. Okay, I'm gonna blend a little bit and I'm gonna start working a little bit on details. For blending, you will know I use these brushes, round brushes. Okay, it's a dry brush, nothing on the brush, just a dry brush, and I just do this. I just use the tip of the brush, remember. Okay, you don't see me doing the brush something like this. It's just tip of the brush. I can move the brush really fast, but that's gonna be always the tip of the brush. At the same time that I'm blending, I'm moving the paint. I'm pushing this light, okay, onto the shadow here, and I can do the same with the shadow, kind of moving the shadow up here. Clean the brush. Clean the brush again. Okay. Okay, stepping back. Yeah, right now I don't like this color here. I need to add more paint there. Now, one thing that happens when we blend, the color got mixed, okay? And maybe you're gonna see as a result a muddy color. Sometimes, okay? Okay, don't worry about that. When you work on one session, you add more and more paint, okay? And definitely when you lay down more paint, that paint is gonna fix the previous color. It's gonna change the value or change the color. Okay. Okay, let's see. I gotta reduce the forehead. I gotta clean this color. Look, looks pretty muddy. This color here. Okay. What else? Something about expression. No, wait. This thing about the drawing is something that's gonna be during the whole process. I'm gonna be fixing. And next, I'm gonna use two tiny brushes, number 00. With those brushes, I'm going to draw. Okay, like we draw when we use just graphite. Okay, I think it's enough. No? Yeah. Yeah, I think it's okay. Now let's add some details to the face. Yeah. Just one thing, I think I should darken up the background first. Here and here. Okay. I'm not gonna do that yet. I'm just thinking about that. I need more contrast on the face. More contrast, it means that you need to darken up something in order to see more light. Okay. What else? What else? What about the color here? I need some green here for the background here. I need some green. Yeah. Okay. Things that I notice on my painting, differences or things to fix, is about this color here. Okay. Maybe reduce the chin. Okay. After drawing, going on over the eyes, nose, and mouth, I'm gonna see if I have to reduce the chin or not. Darken up the background a little bit more. I think the color is pretty close, yeah? But I think I can darken up this a little bit more. One thing, exaggerate the light here. Now, I add yellow. I think that's too intense. It's coming, it's pumping forward. I think it's better if I just use white and green. Okay, it's gonna look it's gonna work as a light here. It's not gonna be as intense as the light on the face. Okay, you see, it's not pumping forward anymore. It's receding. I can make it brighter, lighter. No, brighter is when I add yellow. It's just lighter, but it's not going to pop forward. That's the idea. The idea, I mean, is always think about your focal point. Okay, focal point obviously is the face. The lightest light, that's gonna be on the face. It's not gonna be here. It's not gonna be here. Okay, the forehead and the nose, and then even that's pretty subtle. The rest of the face or around the face, maybe it's gonna look like it's pretty intense, like the same as the highlights on the face. But you gotta control that. You gotta just knock down some highlights. Okay. Hello, Marlon. Marlon is Duke. Hello, Frank. Another beautiful painting. Thank you. Send you a big hug from Cuba. Thank you. Okay. Okay, let's pick up tiny brush. A lot of people here, I'm pretty sure, speak Spanish and English. I have a Spanish channel. Okay, I go live every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Peru time on my Spanish channel. You can find me just by my name, just Renzo Castaneda. And here on this English channel, you find me by Renzo Art. Okay, let's think about details on the face. I have here some, these are 0, double 0, double 0, double 0, and 0. Okay, let's use one of these ones. Okay, I'm gonna use this darker color. I'm gonna add more red and orange. Just one brown, and I'm gonna use this as a pencil. That means that I'm gonna draw again. Check out the alignment of the eyes. Okay, now the nose. You know, it looks like the center line is not pretty straight. It looks like it goes like this in the middle of the face, and then it goes like with a curve here. Can you notice that? If somebody just can check out, and that's why I think the eyes there go like that, like this. Okay, and the mouth it goes like this, a little bit tilted, a little bit different from the eyes. Okay, now there are so many things that happens on the photograph. Okay, and if we copy all the things that we see, we are pretty accurate about them. Maybe sometimes those things are gonna look like a mistake. Let's say that I see that and I try to copy, or I have traced the drawing. Let's say that I have traced the drawing. That means that by now I could have the mouth a little bit more tilted, because I think that's happening. I'm not so sure, but you know, but I see that. Somebody else maybe can see that. Maybe it's just my eyes. Okay. Even the nose. Okay, this portion of the nose. It looks like it's moved like that. Okay, let's see proportions. I'm squinting down my eyes. When I squint down my eyes, what I see is something like this here. A shape like that. Okay. And I see the same here. But obviously this is because of the makeup on the eye. But that's what I see, and that's what I'm trying to copy. And then I see the eyebrow up here and up here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I have the center line of the face here. I'm gonna try to make it pretty symmetrical. That means if this is the center line from here in the middle, the distance from here to here, that's gonna be the same from here to here. Okay. Okay. If I gotta move that, maybe I will do it. But let's see. No. But now, right now, basically, I'm copying the photograph and I'm using proportions, the proportions that I already know. Okay. If you use proportions like measurements from the regular measurements, look for any book, any Loomis, Andrew Loomis book, how to draw. There is a book how to draw the head and hands. That's gonna work. Okay. If you use that, maybe let's say that you're not gonna end up with the likeness, but definitely the portrait is gonna look pretty good in terms of proportion. It's not gonna look like anything is off on the face, like there is any asymmetry. But at the same time, I gotta say that all the faces are not perfectly symmetrical. Okay. Okay. Let's draw the eyes again. I need to zoom in the image here to see some details. Okay, perfect. One thing I don't see is a darker line here on the upper eyelid. I mean, where the eyelashes grow, I don't see a really dark line. Basically, I see dark here on the iris, something like that. Here, it's just a little bit darker, but no, it's not black. One thing that we usually do when we paint a portrait, we go with black and we paint something like this. We do this, okay? Black all the eye like that. Okay? Now, I see that? No. We don't see that so many times. We don't see a dark line, but we paint that because we think it's just like that. It's just the same that happens when we paint the white of the eye. We know it's white, we go and paint it white. But we see that really white? No. Remember that the white of the eye is in shadow. I'm not saying that it's not white, I'm saying just that it's in shadow. It's inside the eye socket. It's covered by the upper and lower eyelid. That means that it's not white. The same way here, if you zoom in this image, remember the link is in the description box, you're gonna see that this is not black first, it's a darker brown, and it doesn't go darker all the way to the end of the eye, to the corner of the eye. The same here. Okay. Let's draw the mouth. I'm gonna add more red here and orange. Yeah, I think that's okay. Shadow below the mouth. I can pick up this brush number 00 and blend. Okay, let me step back and check out. Okay, I think I got a mistake on the width of the face. Yeah, I got a mistake there. Or maybe it's just the length of the nose. Okay, I need to add a highlight to the nose first to see if that's the problem. Now I pick up this brush number 0. I'm mixing white and chrome yellow. And let's see, the highlight is here. The highlight here on the nasal bone is not in the center of the nose. This line, this dark line represents the center line of the face. That means the highlight is gonna be next to that. Okay, close to that, but not in the center. Okay, that's a highlight. Another thing that I see is a reflected light on the base of the nose. Okay. I'm squinting down my eyes. I'm gonna go back to this eye. I'm missing the shadow in the lower eyelid. Yeah, that's better. Shadow here. Okay. I'm gonna add some light on the lower lip. Let me see. Yep. Okay. Okay, now basically I've been working just with two values. Look at this, look at this. Okay, light and shadow, and the transition obviously when I blend I create more values. Now I gotta think about more lights and midtones. For example, here on the shadow area, it's not flat. Okay, we have a little bit of light on the shadow area. Where first here, why? Because of the cheekbone. Okay, the cheek, a little bit of light here because the mouth is not on something that's flat. There is a bump here. Okay, a little bit of a bump here. And I think it's just that. At the same time, I gotta fix the width of the face. I think I'm going to make this a little bit wider. Yeah, just that. Okay, the same that's happening on the shadow side of the face, obviously the same is gonna happen here. I'm gonna mix white and chrome yellow. Okay, light here, light here, take more yellow. Okay, light here and here, light here, light here. Now remember, this light is not as bright as this one. Which is the brightest one? This one, yeah? I can add the painting, yes. More painting, thicker paint here. Okay. And as I move here, I can just go lightly with my brush stroke. That means that I'm laying down less paint. It's the same color, but obviously I'm laying down less paint than here. And since everything is wet, obviously the color is not gonna be as bright as here. Okay. Now I gotta clean the color here. Yeah. Okay. Let's step back. Check out. Yeah. Okay. Looks like everything is okay. I'm gonna add a little bit of orange here. Orange with a touch of yellow. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I think it's okay. Okay, the same way I need to add some red here. Remember the reddish areas on the face, the cheeks, upper and lower eyelid, nose, and chin, and sometimes a little bit on the forehead. Okay. At the same time, I gotta clean this line here. I'm gonna use just my brush for blending. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Okay. Let me see. I need more contrast. I'm gonna darken up the background. Maybe even a little bit more than the photograph, just to get more contrast here on the face. Okay. I didn't thought at the beginning that it was pre-yellowish. I mean, obviously I see that's yellowish, and I started with some kind of mute yellow, and as soon as I just had painted everything, I realized that my yellow was pre-opaque, pre-pale. Okay. And on my second layer, I added a more saturated yellow. That shows you, I mean, that you cannot judge a color just at the pre-beginning. You need to basically kill the canvas first, and then you judge the colors. And on the second layer, you're gonna be more precise. Obviously, is when you paint in this way. It's different if you just spend more time mixing and trying to match every little portion of your painting or your photograph. That's gonna be different. Okay. Hello, Lina. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Monique. How are you? Hello, Karim. Okay. Okay. I'm getting closer. Okay, I'm gonna go to the background first. Where's my brush? Oh, here it is. No, this one was for the head. Yeah. Where's the other one? Okay, here's the brush. I don't have too much space on my palette. I'm mixing here on the same painting. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I think maybe it's too dark. Let's try it. Definitely, I'm not thinking about matching this color here with the photograph, okay? I'm thinking about adding contrast to make the light just glow more. Yeah. Because the way I could be here, maybe adding more and more yellow to the face, more and more yellow to the face. And at some point, is easier and better just to let the painting dry and add the second layer. Then the color is going to be more intense. Oops, I changed the image by mistake. Okay, here it is. Okay. Okay, one thing I gotta do for now is just soften some edges, because right now I think it's getting this okay, you know, getting close to the photograph, but just want to add some softness to the face, and that would be by just softening edges. I think that's better. And you can see on the photograph that This edge is pretty blurry on the photograph. I could exaggerate that, and here's the same. Okay, now let's make this darker. Cover blue, black, and yellow. Okay, maybe it's too dark. No, if we make a mistake, we can just take our palette knife and clean this. Okay, I think it's better. I use my drawing about the body. One shoulder is up. Yeah, I think that's the way it is, you know, maybe I should move this shoulder a little bit up. Okay. Now let's blend the face again. I'm gonna pick up a smaller brush. Just 1 minute. I'm choosing which brush to use. I have this one, I have this one, and I have this one. I want to use this one. I blend, I clean the brush. I clean the brush, I blend again. This color is better, it looks cleaner here on the cheek. Clean the brush. You know, if somebody has any question, just let me know. I think I gotta move the mending board. Somebody wanna know about the colors? I usually mention the colors at the beginning of the video, but if you know, feel free to ask me again. Okay. I went to see my dad today, and I realized that I didn't notice. I mean, I've been going to my dad's house like maybe a couple of days each week for the last month. And now I realize that I have left like a couple of paintings there. Big paintings, you know, paintings that unfinished paintings. I have a lot of, finished paintings. Maybe I can count more now, like maybe 10. Okay, let's see. I'm softening and cleaning the brush. Okay, softening and cleaning the brush. I don't see this pretty clear. I need to zoom in the photograph here, and yeah, it's a little bit lighter here. Yeah, I think that's working. Okay, something is different. I see a difference in the nose. Okay, missing something here. Yeah, this. Okay. Hello, Terry. Thank you, Lina Britova. Hello, Lothar. Okay, I'm stepping back. Yeah, I need to make the slide brighter. Yeah, I'm gonna end up adding kind of pure yellow there, I think. Yeah, I need to darken that. I'm squinting down my eyes right now. Let me turn off the light here. Can you notice how dark is this area? Yeah, I need to light up here. The eyes are flat. I need light in the middle, to represent the spherical form of the eyes. Okay, let's work on the eyes. Okay. I have one brush for color and one brush for blending. Let's see. A little bit light here. Let me see what time is it. I've been painting an hour and 15 minutes. Have plenty of time. I'm planning to paint for 3 hours. Okay, feel free to go and go back. I'm gonna be here waiting for you. I'm gonna add the wrinkles here. I see a yellowish light here, but at the same time I see a different light. It looks like I mean, it's something, I have a doubt here. I see kind of a bluish light in this portion and here. I don't know if somebody can notice that. Yeah, okay, that could be pretty difficult to represent on the paint. I think things like that are pretty good for a glazing. Okay, I work a little bit on the eye, this eye, and then I have to move to the other eye. We love to stay just working in one, area of the painting, like an eye, the nose, and then move. I mean, we gotta just stay a little bit, okay? Not that much in one area. Okay, remember that for example, this is the shadow area. It doesn't mean like you're gonna go with black here on the eye, okay? Not in this case. Obviously, there are different situations, but not in this case. A darker brown, that's gonna be enough. Okay, I see the brown on the eyebrows is more greenish than reddish. Adding a little bit of yellow and blue. Okay, let's go again over the highlights on the nose. Okay. Hello, Anitika 44. Welcome. Hello, Exploring History. Do you know name of any true odorless brush cleaner? No. Sorry. No. I mean, I clean my brushes with turpenoid. The one that you buy in a hardware store. And I clean them in a pre-ventilated space. When I'm working here on my little space, or when I'm painting for a class, or painting here for YouTube, and I want to clean the brush, what I do, I clean it with linseed oil. Here is gonna be different. I don't want to clean the brush here because it's pretty close, pretty small, and the door is closed, and I don't like everybody, the smell is not good. And even that is odorless, it doesn't mean like you don't get it in the fumes, you know. It's just that you cannot smell them, but it doesn't mean that they are there. The fumes of the terpenoid. And I don't like to use any odorless product. It's just like disguising something. It made me think that it's just pretty nice when it's not. But I'm pretty sure that there are some amazing products out there to clean brushes. If somebody knows some names, you can put it then on the description box. That's gonna be a nice information for everybody. Uh, you know, I would love. I mean, I'm kind of. I don't try so many new things because I got used to use the things that I use all the time, and I don't try new things. Like, I mean, it's just like the only thing that I used to buy, like I said before, it's about brushes. For me, it's just about brushes. Yeah, but if you know any nice product to clean the brushes, that would be pretty good. Now, for the people that don't like the smell and all of that, and the cleaning and all of that, I have tried in a couple of videos just water mixable oil paints, and I gotta say that those oil paints are pretty nice. And the best thing about them is just the cleaning. Is the cleaning is so easy. And one thing, remember that that's the same product. That's the same. I mean, the oil paint tube, it has the same. They just add a medium to make the regular oil paint water mixable, which is pretty nice. Eventually, I think I'm gonna use more and more of those. Well, I don't know, maybe. I would like to say that I'm gonna do something. I have a lot of oil paints, a lot. Okay, it's just like I have maybe like tubes here for the next 3 years. Yeah, that much. Okay, I can be here just painting for the next 3 years. Obviously, the only tube that I'm gonna need is white, even that I have a lot of them. Hello, Lynn. Oh, Lynn, hello. Back again to watch you. Uh, okay. Hello, Shoke 1980-84. Okay, here's a product. Cyst. I think that's the way to say it. Cyst. It's a brush cleaner. It's made with oranges. It smells nice. Okay, hello, Art. Iman. Okay, I need to step back and compare. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm painting this eye a little bit bigger than this one. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, let's fix that. Maybe just the shadow. Yeah, maybe it's just the shadow here. Step back again. Barbara is saying I use black soap, special for brush cleaning, but I don't remember the producer. Okay. Hello, David. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Yeah, definitely. I think this eye is too big. For people that's new here in my channel, I make these live streams every Thursday, 2 p.m. Central Time, US time. I'm not in USA and in Peru. I live in Peru, South America. But the time for, I mean, if I say Lima time, Peru time, I think that's gonna be kind of confusing. And seeing Central Time is the same time of Lima, I think, yeah, that's what I choose to. Yep. Central Time. And add more light here, next to the highlight. Light here. Okay. We need more camel yellow. Okay. Where I was? Oh, I was on the nose. Oh, I needed some yellow for. Okay. I was thinking of something. Okay, here. You know, I was eating something, and as soon as I started to eat, looks like my brain stopped working because I was adding this yellow just to to paint this area, and I've completely forgot. Okay, I'll make it more yellowish. I see that the light here is more yellowish, and the light here looks more white. Yellow, white. Yeah. Let's add a little bit of white there. Okay, white, yellow. I want to mix this, obviously, going for a little bit of yellow. Pure white, that would be just too bake. Okay, hello Danuta. Sorry, I don't understand language. Hello, Melanie. Thank you. Shock is saying how to join your course. Please reply. Oh, that's the link in the description box. That's the Patreon. I'm gonna put the link here, okay, on the chat box. That's my Patreon account. My Patreon account is mostly about live paint along lessons, just like YouTube. Obviously, I mean the difference is like I paint with small group of people and I can make suggestions. We all can see our paintings. It's 2 a.m. in India. Well, really late. Thank you for being here, Ashok. I need to take a food coma rest. Yeah, that's the link in the description box. I'm going to paint the link now. I think it's on the top. Okay. We paint Saturdays, Sundays. We paint. We draw Thursdays. We paint Tuesdays. Yeah, we paint 24/7. Yeah, we just eat, go to the bathroom and paint and paint and paint, eat and paint and breathe. That's all we need. And some people work. Yeah. To yellowish. I think that's okay. I need to step back and at the same time I need a mirror. And the mirror I'm gonna see for sure if I got some mistake, some awful mistake. Okay. Hello, Michael. Thank you so much, Michael, for the super chat. Okay, let's continue. Okay. Okay, let's blend again. And blending, I'm gonna change to a smaller brush. Okay, let's see. I think it's okay. I see a little bit of green here on the face. Here. And just especially in this area. Obviously, I mean, there is some green because of the background. I mean, it's like everything has some green. I gotta say that this color could be pretty difficult to manage, to manipulate here. Maybe I'm not gonna add the green. Yeah. Okay, let's see. It has too much. I have too much shadow here. I'm gonna read the comments. Hello, Claudine. Thank you. Hello, Marcio. Thank you. Okay, something's not okay with the mouth. Michael is saying, sorry, I haven't been in the painting soon lessons. Still coach football and working, but still paying for patrons so I can practice when I have time. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, Michael. And speaking about soccer, you know, my national team just lost a very important game to go to the World Championship. We lost with Australia. Yeah. It was a couple of days ago. Soccer here is it's a huge sport. You know, when there's a game like that, it's like no one is outside. No people on the streets. Everybody just watching the game. The whole country. Okay, let's see. It's still too dark, I think. No, I need a little bit of red here. Okay, a little bit of red here. I'm using a alizarin, which is pretty good for darker areas where you want to make something darker and keep some transparency. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop working on the face. I'm gonna move on to the head, the hair, because I got so many things to work on today. Okay, let's paint the hair. Okay, adding some lights. Now I'm gonna choose a different brush. I'm gonna paint some shadows. Okay, I need to make this darker. Hello, Anita. Hello, Marina. Let me think. Okay, I need to make this darker here. Darker here. Okay, darker here. A little bit orangey. Okay, let me see. I need more white here. Yep. Okay, stepping back, squinting down my eyes. I need more yellow, yeah? I need more yellow. Let me turn off my light. Okay, something is confusing me about the eye. It doesn't look round. One thing about the eyebrow here, and here I need a little bit of light. it looks a little bit flat here. I don't feel in this area the spherical form of the face here. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of green here. It's too dark. Okay, more green here, a little bit lighter. Okay, I need some shadow here. Squinting down my eyes to see that. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I can keep the face pretty tight in terms of light, getting close to color, and I can break here the edge like this. But let's see if that works. I could do the same here. Yeah, you know, that's some ideas, and I just change my mind sometimes when I want to accelerate things a little bit, because I don't want to spend a lot of time, you know, working here. Just adding pure cadmium orange. Obviously, it's not gonna stay pure here on my painting, because as soon as I move, you know, the brush stroke, it's getting mixed with the color. Unless I add the painting with a palette knife. This, then it's gonna be different. Like adding here. Can you see it? Can you all see it? It's not that clear, huh? Okay, let's squint down the eyes. Let's see. Shadow, light, shadow, light. Okay. Something is not okay with the color here. And at the same time, the mandible is not okay. I feel that I have to darken up this area a little bit more. Yeah. Maybe it's gonna work if I just light off the background here a little bit, a little bit. Okay, no, I don't think that's gonna help. I was thinking like, hey, one side is light, darker, light, dark, light, shadow, shadow, light. That's something pretty common when it's about painting portraits. Okay, pure white here, more white. What I'm doing right now is mixing the color here on the painting. Oops, too much green. That's something that's pretty common again when we paint a la prima in just one session. We can mix, on the palette and on the painting. I'm gonna blend this in a minute. I'm gonna establishing color first. Okay, looks okay. I need some red here. Again, I'm mixing here. I wanna see this red, but it's darker, okay? It's darker here, and here too a little bit. Okay. Hello, Isabella. Melanie is saying going full screen now. Okay, it's pretty nice. Hello, Stanley. I can see some orange or red color in the upper eyelid on the photograph. Yeah, yeah, I see that. Hello, Mervat. Hello, Marshall. I would say more shadows. Yes, same thought. Yeah. Okay. Stanley saying telling Renzo how to paint is like telling the top chef how to cook. That sounds pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta say thank you, Stanley. Yeah, I gotta say at the same time that that's okay to to critique the painting. Yeah, sometimes I can use some critique because sometimes it's just after 2 or 3 hours we just got tired. We don't see some mistakes, and I've been saved so many times, a few times by one of uh, for a member for Dennis. Yeah, for I can use some critique. That's okay. One thing that I try to do is I try to keep an order when it's about values. That's why usually I try to, let's say I work lighter colors here, mid-tones, and darker colors. At some point, maybe my palette is gonna look like a mess, but at the very beginning, I try to keep an order as much as possible. That helps to understand that any color from the shadow area is not gonna work if we put that color on the light. And the same, any lighter color here on the shadow. And that happens because I have seen that so many times that sometimes we think, okay, there's a little bit of light here or here, and we use the color that is here, for example, and we put it here, on the shadow area. And it's not gonna work. Okay, somebody told me about the orangey color on the here, and that's it. I'm gonna do that a little bit orangey. That's the makeup, eh? Remember, every Thursday you're gonna find me here from 2 p.m. to usually 5 p.m. For 3 hours painting live. And I'm trying to. I have another schedule for my Spanish channel for the people that speak Spanish, and I'm trying to go live. It's kind of difficult to have a schedule when somebody's just to move freely without you know, any schedule. I'm trying to draw because I have a drawing channel too. I should have keep. I know that I should have kept everything in just one channel. My drawings and paintings. I thought it was a better idea just to have a separate channel. Now, obviously, I shouldn't have done that. It's too late. But for the people that love drawing, I'm gonna put the link to my drawing channel because you're gonna see some live streams that I have done like a year ago. But I think you can use them to draw because it's just like 2 hours live streams, and I usually attach the image in the description box, and you can use it. Okay, you all can use it. Here's the link. What do you paint on? Oh, I'm painting on canvas. Ernest is saying, Ernest. Okay, thank you, Ernest. Mervat is saying, Renzo, paint and drawing one session. It's so hard not to give yourself some rest. Seeing a fresh eyes. Yeah, that usually happens. A good thing is to have a mirror. Yep, okay, let's blend. Let's blend the neck. I blend a little bit. I clean the brush. Oh, I was saying that I'm planning to go live on my drawing channel, maybe every Friday. I don't know yet. I want to draw. I want to draw life. I mean, that's a nice motivation just to, drawing life. It's a really good practice being here, and I feel the pressure, of being here and trying to get something nice here on my canvas. And, I'm not so worried about making mistakes anymore. But when I started to do these live streams, I was so worried about that. No, it's not like I don't care. It's just like, it's impossible not to make mistakes. Okay, I think that's better. It's a little bit more greenish and yellowish. Sometimes I would love just for the oil paint dry faster, like acrylics. That reminds me that I gotta try some acrylic painting one of these days. I'm saying that because a glaze on top of this area would fix the color really fast. In order to fix it right now, I gotta just paint over this again. Looking for a brush, a smaller brush for blending. It was here. Okay, it's here. Okay. Oh, Amir is saying it's lining on cotton. It's cotton. I have a little bit of the canvas I use here. Sometimes I show on the screen. Here's the canvas. Here's the cloth, the fabric. Okay. I don't know if it's possible to see the texture. Maybe you can see some tooth. And I add 3 layers on top of this. I have 2 types of fabrics. This one, the other one is pretty soft. I don't have it close to me. Okay, and I know sometimes I just start working on one of those fabrics and then change to the other one. It's just like the other one is pretty soft with 3 layers of gesso. You won't see the tooth of the canvas. An extra layer, like 4 or 5 layers, is gonna look like paper because it's pretty soft, which is pretty nice sometimes because sometimes I start painting. I think, okay, I wanna paint this like a photograph. I want a hyper-realistic painting, and I give up. So I give up. Like, it needs a lot of time and patience to finish up a hyper-realistic painting. But anyway, I have those 2 types of canvases, and let's say both are just kind of the same. It's cotton, but one is just has more tooth, and the other one almost no tooth. I like both. And sometimes I just buy. I was mentioned that pretty close to blocks from here there is a big mall. It's called La Rambla. And there's a new store there that is called Dollar City. Dollar City. And they selling some canvases there. They have some canvases. Pretty cheap canvases. I bought some of them. I add an extra layer of gesso, and they're pretty good. Okay, for practicing. I haven't used any of those for painting a portrait. I will. I don't know when, but I think I will. Oops. I see a little bit of orange here. Like that. Now when you add a darker color on top of a lighter color, this color is gonna get milky. Okay, that's gonna happen because and more when you blend. It's just like what would happen here if you add white on top of the darker color. Okay, or you add this darker color on top of the lighter color. Okay, sometimes it's gonna be okay. Sometimes you need to add the second layer. Okay, another option that you can go more saturated with the darker color. Like for example, just adding more red and orange, and I repeat. I don't know if you can see that this color is more reddish. That means that it has more saturation. Okay. The other option, obviously, that is not for painting a la prima. That would be at the glaze. Okay. Now the other option that I have for changing the color is pick up the brush that I'm using for blending. For example, for this area, I just the tip of the brush with yellow. Okay, and I go like blending. Imagine that you're blending and at the same time we're changing the color. Okay, because every time that we blend, we're mixing the color. Okay, that would be one way to change the color. You can just continue. I see pretty yellowish this area, you know. If you wanna be careful, like, hey, don't go with a lot of yellow. You can do like I'm doing right now. Can you see the yellow? Okay, and I blend, and again, and I blend. Or obviously the other way is just mix again and add thicker paint and get really close, get this color really close. But it's up to anyone. It depends. One thing that we all we are always afraid of, mixing the colors sometimes, a darker with a lighter color, changing the colors, or it's just like we are just afraid darker colors, lighter color, anything. And that's gonna work for if somebody just here like is being afraid, like going over again to change a color, you can do this. Okay, you just like think about this like glazing, like a wet glaze. I mean that doesn't exist, but just for saying some way, because I'm adding a really light layer and I'm blending. If I do that enough, like again and again, a few times, eventually I'm gonna change the color. Okay, and maybe that's gonna be better for so many people that just afraid to repaint everything again. that's too dark. But again, when you paint wet on wet, unless you're planning or you're painting like in one way that you lift the brush stroke, that's gonna stay there. In my way of painting that I'm blending, this darker color is gonna get mixed here, and after blending it's gonna look lighter. Okay. Yep. And you see now it looks closer to the photograph. What does that mean? I mean that I'm mixing here on the canvas, and I have a little bit of experience to kind of calculate what's gonna happen if I pick up this darker color a little bit and I put it here and blend. Okay. We don't need a lot of experience for this. Okay, I think everybody can just imagine that what would happen if I pick up pure orange and I put it here. Yeah, that would be pretty easy to predict. It's just something like that. It's like what happens if I pick up pure yellow and I put it here. Yeah, you see it. Yeah. By the way, I should put more yellow here because there's a shadow. Light. Yeah, something like that. Okay, I think it would be pretty nice if I just add some palette knife on the head, because to be honest, I don't know what's there. I mean, pretty sure there are some flowers. Yeah? But I gotta confess that's kind of confusing. Yeah? Hello, Isabel is saying, yes, amazing. Okay, thank you. Janas, for a future painting suggestion, what about Leo Rojas with his flute? Flute? It could be cool. Okay, thank you. Yep, could be. Why not? Okay, where I was? Okay, I was just I was thinking about about the flowers on the head. And I gotta paint the hair. Yeah. When I was looking for this image, I found another one that it was a woman with some flowers, nice flowers on the head. It was pretty nice. I think that's gonna be the next one that I'm gonna paint. Okay, this makes camel yellow, a touch of orange. Okay, I think I like that touch. This flower is a little bit bigger. Flowers, roses. Okay, stepping back. I love this highlight, yellowish highlight. It's kind of difficult to use this smaller palette knife. Let's see if this one works. Okay, let's step back, check out. Okay, I think that's okay. Yeah. I have a doubt about adding green here because I see the green on the photograph. Like I said before, okay, it's because of the green around here, but no. Another thing that I'm thinking, what if I go reddish with the mouth? Like a pretty intense red. Let's try a little bit. On the lower lip, okay, on the light. Let's see. I think that's enough. Maybe can go even. No, I think that's enough. Yeah, sometimes I just I love to add some more color, contrast, or some accents, or something that I have done so many times is adding an orangey reflected light. I love that. Oh my god! As soon as I mentioned, I gotta do it. Orange is my favorite color. I barely see it. Okay, gotta work on the eyes. See, I see a little bit of the white of the eye here, a little bit. And here too, a little bit. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to add a little bit of color on the iris. Just a tiny bit. I don't think that's working. Jonas is saying, I like the shadow and the light from the sun. Marvat is saying, please don't miss to give likes to this video. Yay! Hello, Sylvia. Thank you. Yep, if you like my video, a like, you know, smash the like button. Definitely that's gonna help, to promote my videos more. You know, YouTube is gonna think, do you like my painting for real? And if you like this painting for real, prove it. Smash the like button. Prove it. Okay, one thing, remember, we can go a little bit sharper on the upper portion of the upper lip. But the corner, that's gonna be always soft, with a lost edge. Okay, a little bit of reflected light here. Yep, a little bit. Leo? Oh. Do you know her or she's a model? I found that this image on Pinterest. Yeah, I just found it and I think it was beautiful. Hello, Ali de Villers. Hello, Caroline. Caroline. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. I'm gonna paint for 3 hours. Any question? Let me know. Or any critique, anything, just let me know. Feel free to critique. Stepping back, squinting down my eyes. Okay. Now I'm gonna pick up 00 brush. I'm gonna paint some dark hairs. Okay, since I don't have anything more to say, I'm gonna say more. I'm gonna tell you about every time that I go to visit my dad. There's always something that he tells me a story, little stories sometimes about his life, and he makes me remember something that he told me a long time ago when he was a teenager. He got as a gift a bunch of magazines, comics magazines. And speaking about maybe more than 60 years ago, at that time, I remember here, it was pretty common sometimes to find some little, let's say, how do you say it? No stores, I mean, a guy on the street, with a lot of magazines. But they don't sell the magazines. They just rent the magazines to people just to read them, just there. It's something that was pretty like, let's say, for 10 cents, you can read a magazine, and you have a lot of them, you know. And let's say that he studied that, he knew about those things, and when he got like 50 magazines, he just started just to rent them, on the street. That was pretty funny because first he loves to read a lot. He reads all the time, everything. I mean, about his thing is just reading. He reads, he paints, and he reads. I gotta say, he reads more than he paints. Okay, and then one day he just got robbed. How do you say? I mean, some guys just took all the the magazines. That was pretty sad because he couldn't do anything. It's just like he just throw himself on top of the magazines, you know. And those guys that was teenagers, I assume, just took all the magazines, and he saved all the ones that were beneath his body. Eh, It's kind of sad, but at the same time, it's an adventure. It was. I asked him, did you need to do that? Sell the magazines? No, he just saw that like some guy just having that business, let's say, and as soon as he got the magazine, he thought, okay, I could get some money. Eh? That was pretty funny. And then my grandpa, I think he get mad, you know, no with the thing that he lost all the magazines just because he started doing that, sell the magazines, and that was pretty funny. And that was something that he knew about that because he used to rent magazines just to read. And I remember that when I was a kid, kind of close to the school of art. No, when I was a teenager, even. Yeah, when I was in my 20s, even. No, it was the school of art. Yeah, I used to when I used to walk to my house. I used to, pass over a guy that he used to do that, and there usually you could find there like 20 people reading. At that time, there was no internet. You know, that was the thing, reading magazines. That was pretty amazing. That was pretty interesting. And he used to stay there, reading magazines for hours. Right? And then he told me one day that he was reading a magazine, usually comics. This guy started to pack his things, all the magazines, and he was still reading. And as soon as he realized, the guy just has gone, you know. He was with the magazine there. Yeah. And then my grandpa, he made him just to go back next day to return, the magazine. I mean, stories are pretty amazing. They just make your mind fly to different times. And I gotta say that my dad, he has a lot of stories. Just because my grandma, she died when my dad, he was in his 14. He was 14 years old, I think. One of my uncles was just 2 years old. One of my aunts, and then just my grandpa. He was the one that he was taking care of their children, and obviously he had to work. And let's say that my dad, my uncle, my aunt, they had a lot of. Well, how can you say? How can you see like they were pretty free, to go here and there because they were pretty nice guys. The only thing that my grandpa, he tried to kind of say, kind of to educate them about good and bad things, to be good people, okay? Yeah. But at the same time, they have kind of, for example, my uncle, one of my uncles that I saw him today in the morning. Uh, he, I don't know for what reason, but he married a woman with three children, okay? And then he got divorced. And then he married another woman with four children. And then he got divorced. And then he married the next woman with two children. And I thought, hey, uncle, I mean, oh, have you think, have you thought about getting a woman and get your own kids? And then he was like, I mean, now he's too old now. But he looks like he never thought about that. And that was, for me, it was pretty funny. Like, just, because I remember when I was in my 20s, my uncle used to live in the same house. And I thought at that time that he had just like a lot of kids, always. It's just like the house was full of kids. And the funny thing that it was a second wife, different kids. The third wife, different kids. Which is pretty funny. I don't know. At the end, he's alone. He got divorced. He don't have any kids. He just, let's say, free, for saying in some way, which is pretty sad. He's almost 17, 70 years old and being alone at that age. Maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe it's not so good. And he lives in that house. It's a big house. And then my dad, he got sick, and he went to live again the house, to my grandpa house. Okay, and then one of my aunts is living there too. When you go there, just the three of them living in the house. Yeah. Oh, oh shoot! I forgot that my dad, he speaks English. Maybe he's watching this now. Maybe he's not gonna like it that I'm speaking about him and his family. Sorry, Dad. I think he don't care. He doesn't care. I hope. I was. And my dad, he lived in England for kind of 4 years. I think he was living there when I was 25, 24. I asked him, "Hey, Dad, maybe you had some kid there, you know." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have some brother or sister over there." Uh, okay. But he's not been attached to anyone ever. He's been most of the time living alone. But it's pretty nice to know that maybe I have a brother or sister over there in England. you know. The only difference that's gonna be that maybe he's blonde or she's blonde and I'm brown. That would be pretty funny. But Stanley saying, "Where do you live?" I live in Peru. Oh, just the country, not your address. Okay. Leanne saying, "I think your dad is probably proud of what you do and grateful that you want to talk about him and his life." Yeah, yeah, maybe he's not, but I don't care. No, yes, I care. Yeah. Okay, I need to step back. Okay, yeah, I would love to add some glazes to this painting. Yeah, definitely. I think I need more yellow on the face. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get that intensity unless I add a glaze. Okay, what is it? I have to check out a few things. What about the neck? The neck is something that I think it's not okay. Mm, okay. Oh, let's see. Okay. What else? Time is it? Almost 3 hours. I'm getting close to the end. Uh, oh, Stanley is saying, "Where do you live?" Are you asking to me, Stanley, because he's trying to guess? Is it Denmark? I think you're speaking to to somebody else, yeah? Denmark. I live in Peru. I live in Lima, Peru, South America. Hello, Victor Di Nola, saying excellent rendering, love your work, and recently got back to painting portraits. Oh, that's pretty nice. You're an inspiration. Okay, it feels pretty good to inspire people. Okay, what else I can do? Okay, things that I'm double checking things I gotta fix now. The brow here, this eyebrow, it looks just maybe too thick. Okay, yeah, yeah, and I think that's gonna be on this upper portion here. Okay, now what else? Reflected light here, reflected light here. The nose, yeah, the nose is okay. The eyes, the hair, I think is okay. Maybe. Mm, yeah. What else? What else? What else? I don't know. I feel that the neck is not okay, but to be honest, it looks like I'm trying to copy it from the photograph because obviously I don't see that. But if I feel that I should just narrow the neck a little bit. And maybe something is here that I'm not seeing because it's not that clear on the photograph. But what do you all think? I feel like it could be better if I did something like that. Okay. Yeah, a little bit of a highlight here. I love these touches of paint, thick paint here. Okay. Okay, I think I see something now. The distance between the eyebrows. Yeah. There's a shadow here, but I think this shadow is just creating the illusion that the eyebrows are just too close to each other. Okay, there. And now here. Yeah. I wanted to add the green on the face, but you know that's just too risky right now. It could take me more time just to control the green. I will do it. Obviously not today. I'm gonna kill the edge here even more. I'm gonna kill the edge here. Okay. Let's soften some edges. I'm gonna clean a brush here for blending and clean this brush with just linseed oil. Okay, I need to knock down the light here. Just a minute. Oh, just a minute. My son is asking me to pay the food. Con 100. I said with 100. That's a, it's 100 soles, obviously. Just to pay for the food, delivery food. Remember that I have 100 beer on my wallet. Okay. Now in pure camel yellow. Yeah, I like it. Okay, maybe a little bit of orange here, a little bit more. Oh, for the people that doesn't know, I used to sell these paintings. Okay, it's $160 each painting that I paint on my live streams. Let's see the time. It's time to go, I think. Almost 3 hours. Okay, almost 3 hours. I think it's time to go. Oh, 3 hours already. 3 hours. Exploring missing shadow of hairs over eyebrow. Okay, shadow. Okay, let me see. Uh, hmm, yeah, I'm missing a few things. Time to go. See you next week. Remember, every Thursday from 2 p.m. Central Time or Peru time for 3 hours. Okay, I hope you enjoyed. And if you're not subscribed, you can subscribe to my channel and get the notifications. Having a little bit of light here. And that's the link for people that wants to join my Patreon account. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm done. Yeah. Maybe I added too much orange here. I did that at the end. I'm regretting that. Okay, I'm gonna do something more, a little bit of red here. Okay, I'm gonna knock down the orange. Okay, I think it's better. Oh, here. Okay, that's it. The light on the chest is making kind of confusing. The clavicle is here, another clavicle is here. Okay, this kind of shadow, okay, it's kind of confusing the chest. Kind of light, the light and the shadow, but clavicle should be like that. And this shadow here is because of the sternocleidomastoid muscle. Yep. Okay, I think that's enough. Thank you so much, everybody. Oh, shadow over left forehead, over left eyebrow. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me check out. You mean the shadow here? There's a little bit of shadow there. When I squint down my eyes, I see a little bit of a shadow there. I think you mean here. A little bit darker. I think it's the hair. Yeah? I'm missing the hair. Yep. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Take care, you all. See you next time. Okay, bye. Class dismissed. I think everything is okay. I mean, I can see some difference in a few things, but yeah. Hmm. Okay, that's it. Bye. Bye, Exploring History. Bye, Stanley. Bye, Sylvia. Bye, Lynn. See you next week, everybody. Bye, you all. Thank you for being here with me. And I hope you, thank you, Mehmet. Okay. Okay, that's it.